What's up, everyone? It's your boy Seti J, and man, we're doing a live hangouts right here on Google, which will allow you the chance to be able to ask me questions about Human Canvas magazine. Also, even the questions you don't ask, I will kind of talk about a little bit of things. So, for those of you who missed it and are watching the video on YouTube, you will be able to catch some of the stuff here too. So, of course, like I said, if you miss them, you can look at it to your own at your own time. So different ways of looking at it. All right, man. First off, let people know who their first time actually coming to find out about Human Canvas. That is, I'm gonna kind of give you a little synopsis of what it is and why I actually started in the first place. Of course, you can find this. You can find a lot of this information I mentioned. You can go to dustspot.com/Human Canvas Magazine. You can go there. It will allow you to be able to see like a brief bio about what the magazine's about. You also get a preview of seeing what the most current issue is out, and it'll allow you to see the submission dates. So you can't miss out on it. It's different ways of catching it. All right, so that being said, man, I'll go ahead and let people know as far as again, this is stuff you can find out right on the website as well. So first off, Human Canvas Magazine is a magazine that gives models, artists, tattoo artists, body painters, photographers, and tattoo parlors an outlet to showcase their art, that is, their art of the human body. Whether it's piercings, tattoos, unique hair colors, styles, and body paint. Not only will there be any only focus on these great images, but they'll also be said to have exclusive feature interviews, fun facts, tips, and more. The founder of the Human Canvas magazine, which is myself, is media mogul Cedric Seti J. Collier, who is the owner of steadily growing social network Dustspot.com, host of the hit radio show Life at Dusk Live, which has over 3,400,000 listeners worldwide, and that's the whole Dustspot radio network. So big ups to everyone that's involved with that. And also the founder of Dusk Model Coalition, aka I Am So Divine. Now, actually, this month is a very iconic month because every year, which we've been doing, this will be the 5th year running of this, every year we do something called Dust Model Month. That's where we allow, it's basically become like a class for you for a whole entire month. You get different photographers, publishers, models, hairstylists, makeup artists, a little bit of everything, man, that comes into the show, go to the radio show, and they share some of their tips live, and of course podcast it for you to listen to and kind of get an idea of how to best approach the modeling industry. Because a lot of models, it's like they have the gift, but they don't have the know-it-all, and that's where people who are very well experienced or have a good grasp of doing great research come on the show and share some of their personal things they've been through to kind of make things happen. So you get to get a taste of that every episode of the show. And of course, to those of y'all who haven't seen the show before, haven't had a chance to listen to the show, you can actually hear the shows. For that would be every Monday and Wednesday, and it's gonna be good, man. I can't wait. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and send this link out tomorrow. Allow you some way we can get some people who have questions. Because again, this is for the people who, again, have questions about Human Canvas. This is your chance, man, to ask me live, not be on some sneaky stuff, not knowing, not knowing stuff you don't know. It's your own fault because you don't ask. A lot of times people want to seem ill-informed, so they don't ask the questions that need to be asked. Okay, so hold on. All right, so I get someone in the inbox, so hold on. We're checking that something. All right, now, Some stuff that I want to talk, go ahead and go in on that. There is a frequently asked question is about submissions, and as far as being a magazine, what all goes into that. So I am here. That's what I'm here to do, to make sure you guys are very well informed about these things. That's what I do here. All right, so. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so again, you can go to dustspot.com/Human Canvas Magazine to be able to view all the information. They also have the new link. You click that big old link that says on there, this is the new home of Human Canvas Magazine. To get full info, you click that, it will take you to the new site we are building, which would be the new home for Human Canvas Magazine. So it can have its own standalone site, and you got to quickly just see everything that's all Human Canvas Magazine. All right, so one of the things that a lot of people ask is about submissions, and this is going to clear up a lot of stuff. And this is what I do. And before I go into it some more, the reason why I do this, it weeds people out. Yes, it will weed some people out. A lot of times where I get what I get is no, because a lot of magazines go to this. They have a bunch of people who want to be in the magazine, but do they want to be in the magazine? It's a huge difference. Now, a lot of models out there, y'all are paying to get in magazines. And a lot of y'all paying for a chance to get in a magazine. That's even crazy. You're paying for a chance, not necessarily to get in there. So sometimes I don't be getting that about y'all. Y'all be tripping me out, but y'all know how I am, man. I call like it is, and just extra real about it. But anyways, one thing I just don't understand, it gives me a headache a lot of times, is this y'all pay for this, y'all pay his astronomical fees for it. Human Canvas, that's not the case. We got a special way we go through a screening process first before you even send pictures and all that other stuff. There's a thing we do right off the bat that lets us know, are we going to put you in the magazine? Because when you don't do this, it lets me know where I'm going to go further from there, and it kind of gives me an idea that, you know, you're not really in tune with what the brand is all about. So you might just send anything, any pictures, not paying attention to anything. If you don't pay attention to that, that lets me know something. So yes. And I see we got starting to get viewers. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me the questions. I will definitely allow you to ask them, and I will answer them for you. All right. So the main thing first that you need to do, so you save yourself the trouble. You see big as daylight caps. It says, "Dust Spot members get priority." Dust Spot members get priority. Now, a lot of people are hating and say, "Oh, well, why do you have to only do with Dust Spot members?" You know, y'all tell me y'all rather pay $400 to be a magazine for a chance to be a magazine, or go take time out your day, maybe 5-10 minutes. Really is what it's going to take. You go join a website that's about helping you. So you're double bubbling. We're actually telling you to do something that's going to help yourself. That's not going to cost you. You're on Facebook. You're on Instagram. And last time I checked, they're not like walking up to you and telling you, "Hey, here's an opportunity for you to be in this magazine. Show me that, and then I'll be quiet." Crickets. Yes, so that's not happening. Dustspot.com, the purpose of the site is to reach out to people in the entertainment industry. It allows you to be able to, you know, network with other people with like minds and whatnot. And then it's a professional social network. So that's another key entity there. It's professional. We do not allow this any old body to be on there. We actually have it to where it's set to approval, because I checked to see who's trying to join and this what the demeanor is, because you know Facebook and Twitter is for fans and Instagram stuff is for fans to interact with you. Business is done on Dustspot. Come there, be about business and handling. Now, what you do off the site, that's on you. But don't be trying to come on here doing the most. Like I'm just saying. I watch. I'm one of those people. I watch the site heavily every day. Oh, and I watch it periodically through the day. So again, don't do it. All right. So after you have done this, and you are on Duckspot.com, which again I told you took about 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, it does. And you will actually, and that's it. That's before approval. So if you don't get approved right away, relax. We're usually you get approved the same exact day. So don't freak out about, I want to wait 24 hours of this. No, usually it's within a couple hours and it's done. So don't freak out if it's not right away that you're approved. It's not nothing against you. It's just we make sure we take the time. We don't just rush it. Now, other things you need to be aware of is, which is a key NT for each issue, is themes. Now, the themes, and that's something that I'll take into account for every issue. Again, it being about body, it's a body art magazine. When you go to art galleries and all this, you think of they have a concept to what they're doing. That's where these themes come into play. It's about concepts. So every month we do different concepts, and and it's really up to your interpretation of purveying it, but you still got to convey that concept. Don't just send me something that has absolutely nothing to do with it, because that will get you turned away too. People would tell you, I've told them, oh, they had some great images, but then I turned them away because it wasn't something that was going to work for the theme. And I try to make sure everyone is within theme. Like the most recent one out now is the red, white, and blue issue, where everyone in there is involved with red, white, or blue. You notice that or because you necessarily have to use all the colors. Like one person actually has only red and white. So yeah, again, that's what it's about. Now the ones coming up, man, the great thing is I actually have the submission deadlines in the themes for the rest of the year. Of July 20th of this will be, and the way it works is, let's say it's July 20th. July 20th is for the month coming up, so that'd be August. So August, and the magazines tend to come out August 1st. So first you are submitting on July, the one that's due by July 20th, which is the Text and Tattoos issue. That's due for the August issue. August 20th is for the Secret Agent issue, which is due for the ding ding ding, you got it, September issue. And then the 9th for September 20th, that one is actually going to be dual. It's going to be breast cancer awareness and cosplay issue. And when you go to the themes, it does give you a breakdown and kind of give you a feel of what each of these themes are meaning. And that's going to be for the October, which is a double issue. Then you have October 20th is a Veterans issue, which is for the November issue. And then to kick out the end of the year, you have November 20th, which is for the holiday issue. And that doesn't mean just Christmas. You can do Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. Shoot, that being said, man, that's just the cusp of what goes on with it. As far as more, so now you have other things you got to take into account. And this is where it comes into play, me going up and down. Be creative in themes and sets. Like really, this is your chance for what urban magazines, and I have started getting to the point where I'm starting to get more comfortable saying yes, just be real, it's an urban magazine with just a different type of feel. So this is something they don't do a lot of times. They kind of depict the same type of stuff, but I don't want the same type of stuff. I want you to think outside the box, and it allows you to do that. Think outside the box, man. Like, don't feel like you have to be bubbled. The next part is, again, must include body art. That's tattoos, body paint, etc. And one of the big reasons I want to do this Q&A is because of very, very key NT. I'm going to go watch it, etc. Now, a lot of people don't have tattoos. Some people don't have tattoos and like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have tattoos and I don't know a body painter. If you know the right, if you know the right retoucher and graphic artist knows what they're doing, they can do exactly what these people like 151 Proof Envy did in this issue. What he did was very nice. You're gonna notice the tattoos on the models are actually not real tattoos. He made them look real. That was a key thing, and especially like my very favorite one that he like really did. My two favorite ones were the one on Carl Horton's leg, and then the one on Dakota's arm. That was, oh my god, that was so nice, so nice. Like it was like blown away because it looked so real. And there's ones where y'all see this issue too, where it has a tattoo on my arms, and a lot of people think I have tattoos, but I'm like, no, I don't. You'll see there was actually body painted on me. So it's really up to you, man. You're not limited to what you do. You just got to make sure you involve body art somehow. Do it. It's easy. Showing you. You a lot of y'all probably are not going to submit now because you've got the myth broken. That's not the case. Next thing on there is submit 4 to 6 photos. Now, if you submit me only a couple, and you complain because you're not going to be in the cover, that is you are a victim of your own demise. Because first of all, I prefer 6. Reason being, I like to have a choice to see which poses I like the best and what angle kind of hits you the best. The editing and everything that goes into play. What was best of it, and that's for like 6. Within 6, I can find some that I can use, and even with the covers, which the cover spreads are usually consist of 6 pages. So. And one of those pages is an interview, so that's 5 pages. And a lot of times, 2 of those pages are covered by like 1 photo. So there you go. Obviously, you only got to use as many. It's just easy for me to pick. So say that, and then, bam. Images must be in high res, 300 DPI. Now that's another thing I gotta go through. People get mad because I told them don't send me stuff that's not in the right format. Make sure it's a good quality so that it's easier to work with. Because especially when you gotta do editing and all this, and then it renders, it's not going to be as good quality, especially dealing with print. So take that into account. You want it to pop, and you won't be able to look back later when you look at this. You want people to say, "Dang, that's some nice work." This is one I have a problem with that I have to tell people, and this is very serious. Images not posted on the web yet. Do not post your images on the web that you're trying to post into the magazine. It's not going to fly. I don't want. And if you're going to put it in another magazine, please don't waste my time. Please don't waste. Really, just don't do it, because what's the point of me featuring my magazine if you're going to put the same exact images in every magazine? Makes no sense. Why should a person go support you in another magazine if you're doing the same thing over and over again? That's crazy. And of course, there's a little hyperlink on there. You guys are gonna see it says click for image guidelines. That's where this gets big, because a lot of people, not everyone messes up on this. Like me just saying the original things, people get it, but then you guys still tell people to go do this next, because that's where another problem comes in. That's the image guidelines comes in. Shoot on solid or flattering backdrops. People, the background's got to be on point. If the background's if you're gonna use like a carpet, not carpet, but curtain type of thing, make sure it's very straight. We can't see any wrinkles, because you'll know what you're doing. It's not going to come out right. Clone out, which goes to the next part. Clone out wrinkles, stains, outlets, etc. I think that speaks for itself. Next one is use good light and avoid direct sunlight an on camera flash. If you must use an on camera flash, use a napkin or diffuser to flatten the light. You can learn more about this flash photography at stobliss.blogspot.com. That'll give you an idea of how that all works. Now, perfect example. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be very real and not hold us up back because this is a learning lesson here. I had someone send me something that where the photographer was shooting too much with the direct sunlight and it messed up the image. Now that is on you. You cannot get mad when you. This is just photography 101. It's 101. Like you can't if you shoot, you don't just shoot straight to direct sunlight and think that it's gonna work right to make the lighting look right. It's not gonna. It's gonna mess up the image. So again, make sure you're calling set of these things, and you will save yourself plenty of headache. All right. Our next is do not. Oh God, this gets me. Do not over retouch your images. Since this is a tattoo magazine, we want to see details. Yes, we want to see details clear as daylight because that's another problem. Sometimes people will take these images and then they got their like for instance, I've seen like a regular picture of them and the tattoo shows perfectly, but then when they show it onto their image they send into the magazine, it's a blotch and it doesn't even look like a tattoo anymore. It's like a big old blotch on your body. So take that into account, man. Make sure this stuff is clear to where we can see it and be able to enjoy it. Next is do not over sharpen your photos. Don't apply HDR to female model skin. Avoid using HDR unless it's real HDR. People, I can't stress enough about over sharpening because that gets my nerves too. It kind of goes hand in hand with number 4. Do not over retouch your photos. Number 6 goes into both 4 and 5. If you don't know how to retouch, send your unretouched RAW or JPEG file. Make sure it's unretouched. Don't have it sent to you where you retouch it and all this extra crazy crap. Number 7, make sure your photos have a proper white balance and exposure. Number 8, avoid using too much photo effects. Some of y'all do where y'all go do the Instagram photo effect stuff on professional pictures. That's not professional, people. It doesn't look good. Trust me, it doesn't. Do not spot color in Photoshop. Sometimes when y'all do in Photoshop, y'all don't do a good job of trying to change colors of things, and it doesn't come out right. So be careful on doing stuff like that. And this is in case if you don't have like a green screen or whatnot. I really recommend if you tell your photographer, he gets mail well or she gets mail well, let them know to get a green screen. If you're gonna do all these extra backgrounds, do a green screen. I can't say no more than that because it's just not gonna come out right. Because the last one, use color photo gels to change your background color. So that's just a few of the things you come into play to be able to see. If also too, man, if you end up having like YouTube videos like behind the scenes, you can send it to me. I will put them. You can put them. It's easy if you put on your Dustspot page too. That's another one of the cool things you can do. And I'll take that video. Now I put it on the behind the scenes of Human Canvas Mag, so people can see kind of behind the scenes of how your shoot happened to make it do what you're doing. All right, so I think I pretty much covered everything. Since there are no questions, and man, I think like I said again, I've covered pretty much everything in this little half hour. Yeah, I plan on not doing too much. Again, just be cognizant, man. Be on time and be on point. And just know this, man. The earlier you send your stuff into me, the better it is for you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this will allow you to be able to send it to me early, and I can give you critiques early. It helps me not be agitated. So please take this into account. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so again, that's it for now, man. Again, you guys have any questions, man, you can always send it to me at humancanvasmag@gmail.com. And again, that's humancanvasmag@gmail.com. And again, I thank you all for just the support of this what's going on. Today was at the moment of this video. Today is the day that we released issue number 10, the red, white, and blue issue, the first issue with a male on the cover. That's another thing. If you're a guy, just know this is not the magazine where you don't have to feel like you can't be in it because it's only about females. It's about you too, man. Do it, do it, do it. You'll be happy because we'll be breaking that noise about a men's magazine. To me, there's too many just men's magazines. Like it's boring to me now. I like to have variety. I like to have the men magazines, but I like to have another alternative, something else you want to look at too. So that's what we come into with Human Canvas magazine. Also check out BX25 Vix's magazine. And shoot, man, that being said again, we're gonna be out. Rolling out, y'all. Dustspot.com/Human Canvas magazine is where you can go look at everything about the magazine. All right, that being said, man, guys, I am out. And I'm going to do like I do in all my radio shows. Remember, in everything you do, no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, remember, where there's a J or there's a U, there is a way. Yes, guys, thank you. Human Canvas Magazine, your body, your art. We're out. Peace.